Hello again, our most valued student. My name is Confident and welcome to Learn Text 24-minute lesson. Our lesson today is a continuation on factors and we are going to continue to look at algebraic fractions. We will continue with addition and subtraction, as well as we'll continue to look at the remainder and factor theorem, as well as completing a square. Now let's dive quickly into the lesson. We previously looked at this example where we are looking at x over x minus y plus y over x squared minus y squared. And we said the key thing to take note of is your denominators. Now in this particular denominator, you can see that you have x squared minus y squared. And if you still remember, x squared minus y squared is a difference of two squares, which is x minus y and x plus y. Now this simplifies our problem, in which case we can say this fraction now can become x over x minus y plus y over x minus y and x plus y. This is the factorized division, as it is a difference of two squares. Now you can see that the common denominator now is x minus y and x plus y, as we have got x minus y and x plus y. Now what you do now is the first fraction is x minus y into this denominator x minus y, x plus y. It will cancel out the x minus y. You are going to remain with x, the top one, this particular x, multiplying the remaining one, which is x plus y, plus, as you continue again, you will say x minus y, x plus y, this particular denominator into this denominator x minus y, x plus y. It will give you a 1, so it will be plus y. So your final answer then will become x plus y over x minus y and x plus y. This will become the final solution. Let us move on to look at this problem. It says a plus 1 over a squared minus 9 plus a minus 1 over a squared minus 7a plus 12. If you look at this problem, I can divide my page into two. The first thing to look at is our denominator, because we need to find the common denominator. And the only way you can do that is to factorize. Now let us look at a squared minus 9. A squared minus 9, if you can remember, it is a difference of two squares, which is a squared minus 3 squared, which is a minus 3 and a plus 3. So you can see that we can factorize that into a minus 3, a plus 3. What about a squared minus 7a plus 12? If you use the product and sum, you are going to have a product of, remember there is a 1 there, If you multiply 1 times 12, you are going to have a product of 12, positive 12, and the sum is the center number, which is minus 7, and the factors, we are looking for two numbers which you multiply, you get a 12, and you add, you get a negative 7. It is minus 4 and minus 3. For this method, please revert back to the previous lessons, and I'll also do a special 24-minute lesson that will just focus on factorizing so that you'll get more practice. Now if you do it now, you're going to rewrite it as a squared. Instead of now, let me use my rubber there. You're going to write it now as a squared. Instead of writing minus 7a, it's now minus 4a minus 3a plus 12. And you factorize the first two, you'll have a outside, which is a minus 4 minus 3, a minus 4. If you now find the full solution, it will be a minus 4 and it's a minus 3. Now this is the solution of a squared minus 7a plus 12 when you factorize. Now when you continue now with the problem, what you're going to have is, so you will have a plus 1, going back to our previous fraction, a plus 1 over a minus 3 and a plus 3, remember the difference of two squares, plus a minus 1 over a minus 4 and a minus 3. If you then look at these the two fractions now we are having in their simplified version, you will also notice that the common denominator is, we don't have a minus 3, good. We don't have a plus 3, but we have a minus 3 on both sides, so we take 1, this is common, so we're going to have a minus 3. We also don't have a plus 3. We also don't have a minus 4. I can use my red pen there. Now, if you look at these, so how do we do it? We do it like in the previous version. We are saying the first fraction, the whole of this, a minus 3, a plus 3 into the bottom, a minus 3, a plus 3. It will cancel out what is similar, and what you're going to remain with, if you can check, you're going to remain with a minus 4. So you're going to have a minus 4 multiplying the top, the fraction, which is a plus 1, plus the same thing, a minus 4, this one, a minus 4, a minus 3, into the bottom, which is a minus 3, a plus 3, a minus 4. You cancel out what is similar. You are going to be left with a plus 3, and this a plus 3 will multiply the top, which is a minus 1. Now, when you have done that, you can try to now expand everything on top to see what you're going to get. If you expand everything on top, so that you can see whether you can further simplify it, if it's a quadratic equation or what you have. In other ways, you're multiplying, you're expanding using the FOIL method. You're going to have a squared plus a minus 4a minus 4 plus a squared minus a plus 3a minus 3 divided by our bottom, a minus 3, a plus 3, and a minus 4. Now if you look at this, we're going to collect the like terms. When you collect the like terms, we've got a squared plus a squared. You're going to have 2a squared. You go backwards, so we're done with the a squared plus a squared. You're going to look at a minus 4a. You're going to get minus 3a. Minus 3a plus 3a, it will cancel out. You're going to remain with minus a. And then you continue to look at the numbers now. Minus 4 minus 3, it's minus 7. So you're going to have minus 7 over a minus 3, a plus 3, and the other one is a minus 4. You cannot factorize this further, and then this will become your final answer. So the final answer will be 2a squared minus a minus 7 over a minus 3, a plus 3, a minus 4. Let us look at our next fraction. Here you are simplifying a 1 over x squared plus 3x plus 2 over x plus 1, x over x plus 2. Now, the last two denominators are simplified already. Our key is to simplify that denominator. And using the product sum method, so you've got x squared plus 3x plus 2. So you're going to have, if you use the product sum method, the product, you're going to have two numbers. There is a 1 there. The two numbers that you multiply, it's 1 and 2. You are going to get a positive 2. And when you add them as a sum, you need to get the center number, which is plus 3. And the factors of those numbers to get a sum of 3, and when you multiply them, you get a 2. It's 2 and 1. All of them positive because we don't have a negative. Hence, when you rewrite it, you'll have x squared plus 2x plus x plus 2. When you factorize it, when you look at the first two, what is common in the first two? You will have x, and you have x plus 2, plus, already you have got x plus 2, so you take out a 1, which doesn't change anything, and you will have x plus 2. So you have got x plus 2 as well as x plus 1. When you continue, so this is our common denominator, and you can see that x plus 2, x plus 1 is actually part of the two denominators in the other fraction. Hence the common denominator there is x plus 2 and x plus 1. If you look at it, x plus 1. After we've simplified, this is common to all the other two fractions. If you now say, you are adding it now, it is this x squared plus 3x plus 2, which has been become x plus 2, x plus 1 into, you'll get a 1, because this is same as that. You'll get a 1, 1 times 1, plus x plus 1 into x plus 2, x plus 1. You'll remain with the top x, because you're going to multiply with that x. But what you'll have is x plus 2 plus x plus 2 into x plus 2, x plus 1. You will have the top also multiplying x, but multiplying what remained as x plus 1. Then you go on to multiply 1 times 1. You will have 1 plus, open those brackets, you will have x squared plus 2x plus x squared plus x all over x plus 2 and x plus 1. If you continue to add what is common, x squared plus x squared, you are going to have 2x squared plus 2x plus x. You are going to have 3x plus 1 over x plus 2 and x plus 1. You can see that now the top part is not complete. We can try to factorize it and see whether it's possible. And from the way I look, you can further simplify it. Now let's further simplify x squared plus 3x plus x using our product sum method. If we are to solve it, we are going to multiply the first and the last number. We'll have our product. Our product will be equal to 2, and our sum will be the center number, which is plus 3. And our factors, again, if you watch it, our factors will be simple, 2 and 1. When you multiply 2 times 1, you get a 2. When you add 2 times 2 plus 1, you get a 3. Hence, 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. It will become 2x squared. Instead of 3x, now we're going to write the factors of 2x plus x, which is 1x plus 1. What is common in the first two? You can see 2x is common. So we'll have x plus 1 plus, there is already x plus 1. We take out a 1 outside, x plus 1. So you will have x plus 1 and 2x plus 1. Now, this then will become the factorized version of the top. Now, if we go back to our previous problem, we had that over x plus 2, x plus 1. In actual fact, you will have now x plus 1, 2x plus 1, all over the denominator x plus 2, x plus 1, x plus 2, and x plus 1. So you see the trick there to factorize that top, so that now you can cancel x plus 1 and x plus 1. Then this will further simplify to 2x plus 1 over x plus 2. Then this will become the final solution. Go through over it again slowly if you missed out some steps, and then you'll be able to follow up. Let us move on now and look where we have got a mixture, where we add, we divide, we multiply, we subtract. How do you approach that? For example, you are given 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 divided by 2 over 3 minus 4 over 3. If you use a calculator, what are you getting? When I use my calculator, I got a negative 1 over 3. Now, let's try to quickly work it out and see what the calculator did. Now, remember, there is the BODMAS or BODMAS, in which brackets of division and multiplication must start before addition and subtraction. That's what you must do. So in what you're supposed to focus on are these center ones. What are they doing? They're dividing, but you must change them into a multiplication. So when you focus on these center ones, you're going to have 1 over 3 divided by 2 over 3 is equal to 1 over 3 times 3 over 2. Remember, when you multiply, you invert, then you're going to have a 1 over 2 there. Now, the next thing you're going to have is 1 over 2 plus, the solution you got there was 1 over 2 minus 4 over 3. And when you're adding, remember addition can start first. Half plus half, you add this, you're going to get a 1 minus 4 over 3. Now, what is 1 minus 4 over 3? It's same as saying this is equal to 3 over 3 is like a 1 minus 4 over 3. Then you're going to have saying 3 minus 4 is minus 1 over the common denominator, which is 3. That's how they got that. Now, looking at fractions, when you're given a similar fraction, it's the same approach that you do. When they give such a problem, look at the division first, because division comes before addition and subtraction. So you're going to have x over 3 times 5 over 2x. Remember, I already inverted, which is equal to, you cancel out the x, so you're going to have, there is a 1 there, 1 times 5, you multiply the top, you're going to get a 5. 3 times 2, the bottom, you're going to get a 6. Then this will continue to be 3x over 2 plus 5 over 6 minus 4x over 3. Now you then look at the common denominator, and the common denominator can become like 6. So if you look at 6, because 2 can get into 6, 6 can get into 6, and 3 can get into 6. So now 2 into 6, it will give you a 3 multiplied by 3x, plus 6 into 6, it will give you a 1 multiplied by 5, minus 3 into 6, it will give you a 2 multiplied by 4x. When you simplify that, 3 times 3x, you get 6x plus 5 minus 8x over 6. This will continue to give you 6x minus 8x is minus 2x plus 5 over 6. So that is the solution to such a problem. Now let us look again at the addition and subtraction where there is a division sign involved. Again, what you focus on whenever you're given such a problem, carefully look at the top, solve it, look at the bottom, solve it. In other ways, it's similar to say they have given you something like this. It's 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. Common denominator is 6. 2 into 6 is 3. 3 times 1 plus 3 into 6, it's 2. 2 times 1. Then what you're going to have is 3 plus 2, which is 5 over 6. Remember, you're not supposed to use a calculator in this method. Then after that, you're going to add again. Let me do it this other side. 2 over 3 minus 1 over 2. Again, the common denominator is 6. So you're going to have 3 into 6, it's 2 times 2, minus 2 into 6 is 3 times 1. You're going to have 4 minus 3 over 6. What is 4 minus 3 over 6? Which is equal to 1 over 6. Hence, these two you're going to have on top. This is equal to, the top one was 5 over 6 all over 1 over 6, which is same as 5 over 6 divided by 1 over 6, which is equal to 5 over 6 times 6 over 1, which is equal to, cancel out the 6, the answer is a 5. Try to punch this with your calculator. Be careful the way you're going to punch it, because if you make a mistake, you will find the wrong answer. So when you punch it, you must give you an answer of 5. Similar problem when you're given b over a plus b over c. So you're going to look at b over a plus b over c. Common denominator is ac. A into ac, it's b times c, plus C into AB, it's A times B. You can notice that I'm following the alphabetical orders. Hence, you're going to have BC plus AB over AC. You can factorize that. B is common, so you're going to have C plus A over AC. I would have loved to say A plus C over AC. You look on the other side again, we have got 2 over A plus 2 over C. What you have is AC is common. A into AC, you have got 2 multiplying C, plus C into AC, you have got A multiplying 2. So you're going to have 2C plus 2A over AC. 2 is common there. You're going to have C plus A over AC. When you combine this together, you are going to have B C plus A over AC, like I did previously, divided by 2 C plus A over AC. Remember, this is divided by. This is equal to B C plus A over AC times AC over 2 C plus A. Now you can start to see that this can cancel. C plus A will cancel out, and AC will cancel out. On top, you're going to remain with a B over 2. So the answer there is B over 2. Let us quickly move on to another problem. Here they gave you x to the power negative 2 minus that, y minus 1 plus this. Now you must remember x to the power negative 2 is same as saying 1 over x squared minus 1 over y squared all over 1 over y plus 1 over x. This is the same method that we did previously. Now what you can do is, when you look at the top, you focus on the top, the common denominator there. You are going to have to add the top as 1 over x squared minus 1 over y squared. So you're going to have x squared y squared as the common denominator there, and when you add it, you'll see that x squared into x squared, you're going to have y squared minus y squared minus x squared. Now you can further simplify it, but you can leave it like that. And the other side, 1 over y plus 1 over x, you have got xy as the common denominator. Y into x, you'll have x plus y. So if you pull this all together, you are going to have y squared minus x squared over x squared y squared divided by x plus y over xy, which is equal to y squared minus x squared over x squared y squared times xy over x plus y. Now if you look at this carefully, you can see xy will cancel, so that you are remaining at the bottom there with x and y at the bottom, because you cancelled one of them. Now you are going to remain with y squared minus x squared all over, because you're multiplying the top, there is a 1 there, over xy multiplying x plus y. Remember, the top is also a difference of 2 squares, which is y minus x, y minus x. So you are going to have, if you take out a negative, so you're going to have y minus x and y minus x all over xy x plus y. This can be further simplified, whereby if you took out a negative, I think you're going to have x minus y, x plus y as a negative, and then it is going to cancel. But because of time, we will end it up here. You can finish it later. Now we have come to the end of our lesson. We will continue on to the next lesson.